Hey guys, what's going on? So I wanted to shoot this video and give you guys an update on me and where I am currently in my hormone replacement therapy journey, if you will. So it's been about 5 years, and man, it's been an absolute roller coaster ride. And there's one thing I want to say. It has been the worst and best decision of my life. And what I mean by that is it's opened up so many doors for me in the sense that I finally am in a position to be motivated and have energy and sex drive and interpersonal communication skills and some level of social dominance, if you will, versus when my testosterone was low. I felt down all the time. I was easily overspoken. People didn't pay attention to me as much. So it's really kind of put me in this position of feeling more normal, if you will. That being said, there's obviously the ups and downs that we deal with when we're on a hormone replacement therapy. When you're trying to mimic something that your body is supposed to do on its own, and it's such an intricate process for your body to regulate its hormones. Homeostasis is constantly shifting and changing based on your body's needs and demands. And for you to try and mimic that is almost impossible. So inevitably you're going to run into issue after issue. So one thing I wanted to speak on specifically is currently I'm on 105 milligrams per week, and I do that in daily injections with propionate. So the craziest thing happened to me. For the first 5 years of being on hormone replacement therapy, or testosterone replacement therapy, I have not been able to tolerate antiestrogens, specifically Arimidex. And because of that, I've been advising absolutely anyone who has asked. Not advising, I shouldn't say that. I'm not advising. I've been telling people that anybody that's asked that I would never, ever, ever touch antiestrogens because of the way it affected me. If I took even the smallest amount of antiestrogen, it would completely throw me out of balance. It would spiral me into these horrible, horrible low estrogen bouts that sometimes lasted for days, weeks, and months even. And that was even the tiniest amount. We're talking 1/16 of a milligram. And I had no idea why this was happening to me, and I have a few theories as to why. But 6 months ago or 3 months ago, all of a sudden, my body started tolerating Arimidex again. So much so that I take it every day in moderation. We're talking like 1/8 of a milligram per day. And it works relatively well. I still have my ups and downs, not as bad as before. Things are a little bit more predictable now and a little bit more controllable. Whereas before it was, if I had high estrogen, I couldn't take Arimidex and fix it, because I knew what Arimidex would do to me. And now I'm finally in this position where I can take Arimidex. And I probably struggle with high estrogen more than I do low estrogen now. I have no idea why my body did this. I've read very brief studies on hypersensitivity to antiestrogens in men. But the problem is these drugs, there's no research on this for men, because these drugs are prescribed to women who have or had breast cancer. So to find any evidence out there that's not anecdotal is very, very, very difficult. So, this is really a crapshoot. And all we can do is create a community to where we all can share our own experiences and support each other. Versus, unfortunately, we can't rely on the medical community. My insurance won't even pay for Arimidex, because Arimidex is a medication developed for women. My insurance company does not believe that there's any scenario where I would need that. So I wanted to just give you guys that update. That's where I'm at. I'm doing well. I'm stable. I'm far better than I was 5 years ago. And I hope you guys are all hanging in there and doing well yourselves. Thanks.